We're certainly more concerned about a double dip today. We've always been concerned about a double dip. It should be an insignificant, hardly a percentage at all, this 14 months into what we think is a recovery. That said, the economy stalled over the summer.
The numbers aren't getting any better. In fact, they're going the other way. Demand in this country is still pretty low, and housing is still a big issue. Foreclosures are going up, not down.
The reason fundamentally why we upped our double dip expectation is because we haven't seen a meaningful recovery in the labor market. There's been an improvement in the labor market, no doubt. I mean, we have seen private payroll growth for 8 months in a row, but that's not the kind of growth that lowers the unemployment rate. So our expectation is that the unemployment rate rises above 10% next year.
We're probably going to have a better economy next year, good enough to generate jobs. But at the same time, the labor force is going to recover because of better economic opportunities. So even without the double dip, unless you were to forecast an outright boom in the economy, it's very hard to get the unemployment rate down very quickly.
Policymakers are very limited into what they can do to prevent it if it's going to happen. The key is shoring up domestic demand. And right now, that means sort of do no harm on the fiscal side of the equation.
If you look at the employment report, for example, what you find is a huge pickup in temporary employment. Businesses are hiring temporary workers because temporary workers are much more flexible. They're much easier to fire should the economic situation deteriorate from current levels.
On the other side of the equation, there is a 60% chance that we do not go into a double dip and we do see a slow growth economy.
We're leaning on the Federal Reserve as the stimulator of last resort, and my bet is that the Fed will step up to the plate. It's still unclear, however, how much that will help. Even if it helps a little bit in a very weak economy, that means a lot.